Of course, the car industry wasn't all smiles during the 2.5 decades of growth that followed World War II. It certainly fluctuated, like any major commercial commodity might. The most significant threat came in the early 70s. Rising cost of gasoline inflated the cost of production, and those increases were passed on to the customers. To offset production costs, American companies cut back on their number of models. However, foreign companies were continuing to gain a stronghold in the American market. By the early 80s, Honda and Toyota would begin strengthening their U.S. presence. But with new technology and the demand of higher safety regulations, the cost of manufacturing continued to increase and car prices steadily went up. Budgeting for a car was becoming more difficult with rising MSRPs, so dealers pushed leasing even harder in the 80s. Here's why. Historically, most consumers bought a car and looked to trade for a newer one after 5 years or so. This is currently referred to as the buying cycle. But when cars ran out of warranty, didn't perform like new, and new models aroused interest, a lot of people preferred to trade out sooner than 5 years. And a way to do that without paying an arm and a leg for a new car, not to mention incurring a cost of trading out of their old one, more people opened up to the concept of leasing. Since consumers pay on a portion of the car they use when leasing, the corresponding payments and down payments tend to be much lower than buying the same car. Plus, owners got to trade out before their warranties ran out. This cut the buying cycle almost in half, so consumers enjoyed new cars, dealers sold more cars, and manufacturers increased production. Not to mention, it opened the channel for slightly pre-owned, quality cars for those who didn't or couldn't buy the new ones. A win-win situation for everyone. Dealers pushed this idea of leasing through the 80s, and when the first big wave of computer technologies hit in the 90s, the domino effect on car prices and consumer buying trends, as mentioned before, fueled the popularity of leasing. This lower cost of driving helped many get into new cars that they normally wouldn't afford and opened a huge door for more luxury car buyers.